We are going to now demonstrate a half-inch retouch application with sodium hydroxide relaxers. We're going to start off by taking the mannequin and breaking them into 4 basic sections. And you will apply the protective base to the back of your hand. Start your protective base by going entirely around the entire hairline first, protecting the skin around that hairline. We will then start taking and protecting the 4 quadrants of the hair. Once the 4 subsections of the 4 basic sections are protected, we will then drop one section at a time, taking about half-inch subsections and protecting the scalp area using our pointer finger. Trying to not use too much excessive product and making sure you are applying it to the scalp and not on the hair. If a little bit does go on the hair, it is okay. Once the back quadrants are complete, we will move to our side quadrant and continue the protecting of the scalp through the front area. Once the hair is protected with the protective base and the scalp, we are going to be starting our half-inch retouch application of sodium hydroxide in the curliest area first. The curliest area in most cases is usually at the crown area or in the nape area of a client's head, but not always. We are going to be using an applicator brush to apply the chemical relaxer in this particular case. We are going to take our hairline out, as we are going to leave that for the last session or at the very end of the procedure, because most hairlines are weaker than the rest of the hair itself. Apply it to both sides of our subsections, trying to stay off the scalp. Take your half-inch subsections, painting it on both sides, making sure ample amount of product is being used. Once this quadrant is complete, we will bring the hair back down and move on to our next quadrant. We will start by applying to our subsections, starting at the top. Again, when you get to the ear, take the hairline out, continue your subsections through the quadrant. We will take this down, and we are ready to move on to the front area. When you begin the front application, you want to take the front hairline out, as well as the bottom hairline by the ear. We are going to start our application here at the top, and we will take and apply our product to the scalp, not on the scalp, about a ½ inch out into the hair strands. Continue taking your subsections, approximately a ½ inch wide. Once we've completed the 4 quadrants and their subsections, we will bring the hair back down, and we will then go around our perimeter, adding product. Once we do the perimeter of the quadrant, we will then add the hairline into the quadrant. Paint both sides, add it to the relaxer. Once that's done, open up the quadrant, move on to your next quadrant. Go around the quadrant, adding product as necessary, trying to stay off the scalp. We will do our last quadrant in the same manner as the previous quadrant. Using a tail comb, we are going to take vertical sections through this strand of hair, the entire head, and with the back of our comb, we're going to apply or manipulate the hair totally straight to the scalp. If you need to add more product, you can do so if you see any dry areas, and we will continue to straighten this hair using the scalp like a great big roller. Once completed with one side, open the hair up to get the oxygen in. The same procedure on the opposite side, pressing that hair straight. Adding product to any dry areas. Open up. Process for the recommended amount of time by the manufacturer. And that is our completed half-inch retouch application using an applicator brush.